I just got done exporting a ton of videos that I've made over the past. Can we put this somewhere where the background looks good? Yeah, cool. So I just got done exporting a ton of videos for the project that I'm working on. I have not posted videos for a couple days. There we go. That lighting looks fine. And I'm going to begin posting them again today. Now is an opportunity for me to record my thoughts on a couple different things, because now is a good time to do rants right before I start uploading videos to YouTube, because rants I can do in my office space without going anywhere, and then I've made an extra video. So, what to make rants about? Oh, the thing that I was thinking right before I pressed the record button is that I am excited for the end of this experiment to begin making things that are good, that are, you know. So, just to sort of bring you into where my mind is right now, I just posted a really beautiful sunset picture on Facebook a couple days ago, and it just took off and reminded me that when you make something that's relevant and interesting and beautiful and fun to share, there are no distribution problems, right? Like, people find it and then they share it with their friends, and more people find it, and it sort of self-generates its own audience. And I have spent close to a decade of my life practicing making beautiful things, especially visually beautiful things, videos and photos, and so I am familiar with how to do that, and it has very much not been the focus of this video project. This video project, in contrast, has been about how to regularly make things, or how to determine what parts of one's life make interesting stories, more or less. And if any project in my life had a high potential of being caught by someone who has a large audience and taking off of its own accord, because it is good quality, this project has probably been exposed to a larger audience than any other project I've done, and yet has a smaller audience, a sustained audience, than any other project I've done. And that was sort of by design, right? So what I mean when I say it's been exposed to the largest audience of any project that I've done, one of my YouTube videos has 500,000 views, and none of my 1,000 videos have come anywhere close to that. However, I have talked to people who have audiences of several million about this project, and it is because it is uninteresting, it's not qualitatively good, or really a great way to spend your time as a human being, that those people with large audiences have not promoted it, right? So, like, if I had made something that was really extraordinary and totally impressive, and in some cases I've done that this year, those things get shared widely. This project was designed specifically not to be shareable. It was designed instead as a practice and research opportunity for myself, and as a sort of effort in documenting my own life in a way that I hadn't seen done before. So you remember the life logger guy from the Effective Altruism conference last week, who is wearing a GoPro and is documenting all of his human interactions in the expectation that at some point he will be able to upload that and then ask a computer, show me every person I've met named Steve. I'm sure he'll be able to do that at some point, but that is your standard standard life logging project. This 1,000 videos project is not. This is very much about narrative and storytelling and making interesting beginning, middle, and ends that compellingly bring people along for an experience, or in a select part of an experience that I wanted to bring people along for. And in many cases, the way I've learned to do that has been by failing to do that over and over again. So, yeah, that was the point of this project. I'm looking forward to next year making things that balance now this new intuition I have for storytelling and, you know, the stuff I've been doing for the last 10 years, making beautiful things. And hopefully that will begin a part of my life where I get to make beautiful stories about interesting things and share them with people, and people will enjoy sharing them with each other. so that was sort of like the, I don't know if it's secret, but undercover intent of this project was specifically for it not to be shareable. I knew that there would be some people who would be interested in it in extreme detail. Betty comes to mind, and Eleanor and Sammy, and of course my parents, and occasionally Ansley. But I expected that very, very, very few people would be able to actually engage in the project on a video by video basis. And I like that hypothesis was correct. And that this has really just been a place for me to freely express myself in public, but knowing that, like, never more than like a dozen people would ever see the video that I made. And there's then an awesome alternate fact about this project, is that it will be up for a while. And so many of these videos will be discovered far, far, far after the day they were made, or the week they were made. And so the 99.9% of the people who will ever see these videos will see them way, way after they were made. So the ones that are about current events are especially relevant. But the journaling sense you get from the project, that I think is going to be, it's the end product will feel, that's what I'm trying to say, the end product will feel like a journal, excuse me. Yeah, so those are my thoughts on the project at the moment, and I am probably going to have to do another month of 4 videos a day just to catch up, because I think I'm behind. I let it really slip this week when I got home. Oh well, you make mistakes. So onward and upward and forward and on to the next video. Thank you for watching. And now I'm obligated to record part of this video in 4K so that it will export in 4K, and you can actually watch it in fairly high quality, even though the front camera is 720p. I'm so excited for the new iPhone to please have 1080p forward-facing video, or 4K. Wouldn't that be incredible? I hope that happens. Apple, pay attention. We need really high-quality forward-facing video. Is that a lot to ask? I don't think so.